Hello, hello, greetings, alchemists. Welcome to my portal. I hope you guys are doing amazingly well. I'm here today with a reading for you guys, and this reading is an all signs message, just general messages that you need to hear. We're going to go through all of the signs from Aries to Pisces. And yeah, this is my first time doing an all signs reading, so definitely give me some feedback, and we'll see how this goes. Okay. So let's start with Aries, starting with the tarot. Aries, what does Aries need to know right now? We've got the Page of Pentacles. We've got the King of Pentacles and the Empress. Alright, so I feel like Aries, you guys, feels like you have a new opportunity. Yeah, Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. It feels like you guys have a new opportunity. I feel like this is about a new job, so maybe you're waiting to hear back about a new job, and this is confirmation that you're likely going to get that. And also, it feels like something that you're beginning. You're at the beginning stages of something, and it feels like whatever it is that you're just now starting, it feels like you're gonna slowly grow and evolve within this new endeavor. So right now, you could be kind of more, in the beginning stages, but I do see that you're about to be led towards some sort of success. Feels like also you're in this very abundant creative energy. You guys are showing up as the Empress, but you're also showing up as the King of Pentacles. So I feel like there's a good balance with your creativity and your divine feminine energy, but there's also a good balance with you being very stable, very grounded, and the things that you're creating and thinking of in the spiritual realm, you're also grounding that into your reality as well. Hello, Pam. How are you? You're also grounding that into your reality as well. So this is definitely about you not just thinking about something, but also implementing it and bringing it into your physical reality. So you guys are bringing something into fruition, and you're in a really, really good creative space right now. So if you're doubting a new endeavor, or if you're doubting a new beginning, if you should say yes or no, this is definitely a confirmation that you should say yes. And if this is in regards to something that you're creating yourself, maybe a new business idea, maybe something around like being self-employed or working for yourself, this is also a confirmation to take that action, because you're in a really abundant place right now, and you're in a really good creative space right now as well. So you're definitely going to succeed, and I feel like there's a new level of abundance or success that you guys are hitting. So now is not the time to hold back. I feel like now is not the time to wait. Now is the time to take action, and also now is the time to say yes. Yeah, transportation. Allow yourself to move forward. I feel like there's going to be a lot of progression for you guys in the near future. We also have baby. So this could signify, fertility. Maybe some of you guys like are having a child, but also think of this as like your spiritual baby, like your creativity. Maybe you guys have this project, and this project is your like child. Okay. Also, in the spiritual realm, think about how you create things, you think of things, and then it comes into your physical reality. Just like a child, you don't necessarily see the child for 9 months, but it's growing and it's there in the spiritual, then it comes into the earth. So this can also be represented by something that you're creating or a new business endeavor as well. So this is telling you not to give up, to allow things to come into fruition, to nurture and care for this project or this endeavor, and know that it's going to lead you to success, that it's going to grow and prosper into something bigger over time. Okay. Let's get a spirit advice card for Aries. Alright, Aries, you have the crown chakra. Pay attention to your ideas as they are messages of divine guidance sending answers to your prayers. Yeah, literally pay attention to your ideas right now. Work with healing your crown chakra as well if you do feel kind of blocked in that regard, but definitely the ideas that you have right now are things that are trying to lead you towards success. And maybe you guys have been praying, maybe you guys have been trying to get yourself out of a certain situation, or you've been seeking some sort of divine guidance or help in regards to getting yourself out of a certain situation. And this is telling you that the way that you're going to get out of that situation, it's not something that necessarily just falls into your lap. it's something that you create and that you build for yourself. So it's showing up as an idea, it's showing up as a new beginning, it's showing up as something that you start, something that you build, something that you make, that you create with your hands. And it's like you're getting yourself out of the situation. So truly, this blessing or this way out of a certain hardship is showing up as an idea, an inspiration that if you follow through, it will lead you to another level. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm getting for Aries. All right, we're going to Taurus now. Taurus, what do you need to hear right now for your highest and greatest good? Alright, you guys got the Page of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Alright, that's the same card. We're gonna reshuffle. Taurus, what do you need to hear right now? So you guys could have some messages in Aries, I feel like, or some of you guys could have Taurus and Aries placements. What does Taurus need to hear right now? Alright, you've got the Four of Swords. Got the Death card, the Five of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. Alright, so you guys are definitely needing to allow yourselves to rest more. I feel like you guys could be feeling very, very exhausted. And you're needing to listen to your body, okay? Your body's trying to tell you it's exhausted, your body's trying to tell you it's tired, and it feels like you're not listening, so you guys need to take some time to rest, take some time to relax. I feel like you guys could be worried about misfortune. You could feel like if you stop, if you take a break, then everything's gonna crumble or everything's gonna fall. And there's a lot of like fear, anxiety, like a scarcity mindset, a lack mentality. And you guys need to realize that actually when you pause, when you slow down, when you stop, that is when you are in the most receptive state versus when you're constantly moving, you're constantly going, when you're in this very fast-paced energy and you're never actually allowing yourself the time and space to relax and be present in the moment. It's harder for you to receive, it's harder for you to be receptive because your focus, your attention is never actually longer than like 2 seconds, okay? So you need to realize that slowing down is actually going to allow things to come in for you rather than maybe working yourself to death, honestly, okay? You guys could also feel like there's not an opportunity to slow down, but this is telling you with the Queen of Pentacles, there is a sense of stability coming in. But the Queen of Pentacles is a feminine energy, and with this energy of abundance, this is also an energy. The feminine energy is more slow moving. The feminine energy is more present as well. So this is what you guys are being called to incorporate into your life, and it will help you through a certain hardship. I'm also seeing that there is something that's kind of a dead end, and maybe you're trying to force or push something, and you're needing to let something go for your own highest and greatest good. There could be something that you're holding on to really, really tightly, and you're trying to force it, but it's not meant to go with you towards this abundance. It's not meant to go with you where you're going. The more that you try to force this, the more that you try to bring this with you, the more resistance you will feel. You guys could be seeing angel number 555 as well, and 444, but it's time for you to allow yourself to rest. It's time for you to allow yourself to rejuvenate, and it's also time for you to allow things to be laid to rest that you know are no longer serving you, rather than trying to, I'm hearing force something that isn't serving your highest and greatest good anymore. So you guys are needing to allow yourself to outgrow certain things, okay? So get out of that fear-based mentality and work on healing your root chakra as well. I feel like also recognize that you aren't stuck to one thing, that you can choose to change whenever you would like. So it feels like your current situation, it also may be kind of drying up, I want to say, and it's because it's time for you to evolve rather than staying in the same position. So it feels like you guys are trying to hold yourself back out of a fear, or you don't think that you're actually good enough for something, and so you're trying to stay in the same place, but actually you're almost being like forced out of something. It's no longer going to bring you that same level of comfort or stability that it once did, because it's no longer meant for you. It's time for you to evolve to the next level, to the Queen of Pentacles. So what you're not understanding is that this loss is actually, you're meant to let something fall away so that you can actually receive more. Yeah, we've got the Widower. So allow yourself to grieve, okay? Enemy, allow yourself to grieve, allow yourself to let go. Don't self-sabotage, don't get in your own way. Also, maybe it's time for you to as well pay attention to who's around you and let go of relationships that are very draining, very toxic. Let go of things in your life that are people in your life. Also, if someone tries to put negativity towards your plans or something like this, be aware of how that could be affecting you in terms of your mentality. Or if someone always has something negative to say, you need to pay attention to this energy, because you are who you surround yourself with. So yeah, I would say don't be your own enemy, don't self-sabotage, but also the people in your circle should support you, even if they don't see your vision. That's okay, your vision is only meant for you, you're the only one that's really supposed to see it, but others kind of trying to like, I feel like people may be kind of sending like envy towards you, and it's because they can see that you're growing, but it's causing you to like distort your own self-perception, or it's causing you to not recognize the level of growth that you're going through. So be aware of that, okay? Be aware of the outside perceptions and projections that you could be adapting or adopting into your own reality, and it's kind of causing you to not see things clearly or to doubt your transition or your transformation. But yeah, sighs, I feel like allow yourself to rest, allow yourself once again to take a deep breath. I feel like meditation is going to be good for you guys. You really need to prioritize self-care at this time, and you really need to put yourself first. Be a little bit more selfish with your energy. And, you know, don't even necessarily view it as selfish, because that can also be a negative thing, where maybe some of you guys are parents, or you have certain people that kind of depend on you for certain things, so you can feel like it's, you know, selfish to kind of prioritize your own energy. But if you're pouring from an empty cup, that's not really good for anyone. So make sure that you give to yourself and then give to others. Okay, what advice? Just only get one. What advice for Taurus? Alright, you have trust. While your logical mind is dictating a supposedly clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. The logical path may be one that you consider safe and more familiar, but you could be missing out on boundless opportunities and so much more. Yeah, it's time for you to follow your heart and allow your heart to lead the way. This definitely feels like a ego versus highest self sort of battle, where your ego is trying to keep you in a certain comfort zone, or your logical mind is kind of trying to tell you to go one way, but your heart is telling you that something is going to lead you to more abundance within and without. And it's really about your trust, your level of trust in yourself and the universe, and also your trust in what you can't see, because the situation is based more on logic. You do have those patterns. You can kind of look at that pattern recognition. You can kind of look at that and say, okay, well, so far I know that this can bring me this, versus if I go down this alternative path, I don't know if I'll necessarily succeed. But you have that intuitive feeling, you have that calling, and really it's a choice. It's a choice to believe in yourself and trust in what you can't see, or it's a choice to kind of stay stagnant out of a fear. So, fear is an illusion. The choice is yours. Alright, let's go to Gemini. Gemini, the butterfly. What does Gemini need to hear right now for their highest and greatest good? Got Justice, the Empress. And the High Priestess. Alright, so you guys are definitely receiving karmic justice for something here. So I do see that your spiritual gifts are definitely activating. Your intuition is definitely very spot on at this time. And I feel like also there's something here where you're needing to, let's get one card. Clarify the High Priestess. You're needing to listen to your intuition in regards to something here. Alright, so now is not the time to doubt your intuition. I'm seeing with the Justice card that this is definitely a time for you guys to reap the rewards of the recent changes that you've made. So I feel like you guys could be closing out cycles. You could be willing to let go of certain things, and because of this, you're about to receive more. I do see as well that there is something about life lessons trying to repeat. I feel like you could notice like past energies that you've already released because you realize it was a repeating lesson, or you learned the lesson from a situation and you recognize that it was time for you to allow yourself to move forward and leave something behind. It feels like past energies could be trying to re-enter your life, so you're needing to trust your intuition in regards to that, okay? It also feels like there's something in the past that maybe you're worried about getting, you could be worried about getting negative karma, or you could be worried about if someone that wronged you is going to get negative karma, or something like this. And I feel like you're needing to surrender the outcome in regard to something. Trust that as long as you have good intentions in your heart and you're just following your own spiritual journey or your own healing journey or however that resonates with you, you're focusing on yourself and your own personal growth and development, everything else is going to work itself out. So I feel like you guys need to stop focusing on the past, and you also need to stop worrying about like, don't try to be justice yourself. I want to say surrender the outcome and stop focusing on something, because it could be blocking you from seeing what's coming towards you. You could feel like something is unfair, something is unjust. It feels like you freed yourself from something, but you still feel like there's a sense of injustice, or you still feel like something's unfair. So maybe you know, got out of something very toxic or karmic, or there was something that happened, you know, behind closed doors or something like this, and maybe you feel like you're not being seen correctly, or like there's gaslighting happening, or, you know, you're being the scapegoat in a situation, or whatever the case is, that type of energy, or people aren't seeing your point of view, or you're being made out to be the bad person even though you're not the bad person in a situation, right? So you guys could have dealt with like a narcissistic connection or something like this. This can also have to do with family as well. But I'm seeing that you're needing to understand that karma always works itself out, okay? What goes around comes around. So even if right now it feels like you're the person that isn't getting, you know, your justice in a situation, once again, as long as you trust in your own personal intention and focus on yourself and your own growth, and you're willing to learn the lessons, you're willing to, in the cycles, you're willing to detach and let go of what you know is no longer serving your highest and greatest good. Those that choose not to grow, choose not to evolve, like, the web of lies will always untangle itself. So just let go of this energy and focus on yourself. So you guys are definitely the phoenix rising from the ashes, and I feel like you're about to enter a new phase. It feels like you already have entered a new phase, but you could be too focused on the past. So it's time to let go of the past to allow yourself a positive new beginning. It's time for you to move on. I feel like you guys are going to be having a lot more fun. You're going to be living more in the present moment, and there's going to be a sense of liberation for you, definitely, okay? So this is just your confirmation to listen to your intuition, allow yourself to move forward without any negativity, or even some like resentment or anger you could be holding on to needs to be released for your own highest and greatest good, okay? So let's get advice. Spirit guided advice for Gemini. So you have vegetarian, vegan. So right now it's important time for you to focus on your health and wellness. So do things that are good for your mind, body, and soul. You also have the third eye chakra. Yeah, now is definitely a time to work with your third eye and work on your psychic gifts and psychic abilities, okay? I do feel like referencing the past, not in a sense where you're lingering on it or, you know, in a space of regret, but referencing the past more so to understand your own spiritual gifts and abilities, because there's a lot of insight in regards to that, especially in terms of maybe your own psychic visions or your own, like, intuitive gifts, okay? It is safe for you to see the energy of love in all of its forms, such as angels, auras, and visions. Yeah, so work on releasing fear. Yeah, listen to your intuitive feelings. You guys really need to listen to your intuition. Um, when it comes to maybe like others trying to right their wrongs and things like this, make sure that it's with the correct intention. Work on healing your solar plexus chakra as well. And work on releasing any fears in regards to your psychic gifts and abilities. Okay. Alright, Cancer is next. Cancer, what does Cancer need to hear right now for their highest and greatest good of love and truth only? I just saw the Moon card. Dude. The Moon. Literally. That's so funny. That's the Cancer card, and right before that, I was just like, I just saw the Moon card. Well, got the Hierophant, the Star, Judgment, and the Page of Cups. Okay. And the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, another Cancer card, so we're going to put that out here too. Alright, so you guys need to pay attention to your fears and what they're trying to reveal to you at this time. 222. I feel like something is about to move forward for you very quickly. I feel like with the Star card, you guys also could be sharing a certain gift or talent that you have with the world. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys could be artists, but really your power, Cancer, your power really is in your emotions. Cancer kind of gets a rep of being like the emotional sign, or like the overly emotional sign, but you're needing to like channel this energy. I see that you guys are channeling your emotions into some sort of, like, I'm hearing a musician, so you guys can be channeling your emotions into some sort of like music, and that's really going to pay off for you. Or something where you're really allowing your light to shine. I feel like you guys need to let go of like a certain insecurity that you could be holding on to, because it feels like you guys are really glowing, or you guys are really like glowing from within. You guys are in this really beautiful energy, and it feels like you're going to be attracting a lot of positive things towards you, but maybe you're not seeing yourself in the correct light. So work on releasing perceptions of yourself that are maybe holding you back from recognizing, you know, your true beauty. Because even if like outside validation, right? Even if everyone else is seeing you as beautiful and everyone else is seeing the beauty in you, and this can even be about with the Star card, what it is that you're sharing, what it is yourself in the spotlight, right? Your own creations, what it is that you're sharing with the world. Sometimes we can be really hard on ourselves because you think you also like look at yourself in the mirror every day, right? So you kind of get used to the way that you look, but you don't know how beautiful you look to someone else. And that's the same when it comes to what it is that you're sharing. You may be a little bit too critical and maybe a little bit too perfectionistic, and it's kind of holding you back. So I feel like you guys need to stop like holding things close to your chest, even like yourself, holding yourself back from really being seen and showcased. And also the things that you have to share with the world, holding yourself back from sharing that because maybe you think it's not good enough. Those that resonate with you or resonate with your message are going to resonate with it, and those that don't won't, and that's okay. But don't try to change or mold yourself in order to fit anyone's standards or perceptions. You also can be trying to maybe mold yourself too much to fit other people's like expectations and things like this. You need to do things and create things for yourself, and really worry about only how you feel about something, okay? So work on releasing insecurity. I feel like work with your solar plexus chakra, work on healing confidence issues, work with your sacral chakra as well. There could be some guilt that you're holding on to that isn't yours to carry as well. But yeah, there's something that's about to start moving very, very quickly for you, and I think it happens just as soon as you stop holding yourself back, or just as soon as you share something, or you let go of that like fear of the spotlight as well, because you guys are definitely meant to shine. I feel like you guys are meant to shine in this season, but you could fear judgment, and your fear of judgment is holding you back as well. This can also do with relationships, like past relationships, friendships, romantic relationships, family relationships. Maybe others have projected their insecurities onto you as well, and you're needing to let go of that. Also, there's energies of comparison. Recognize that I feel like some of you guys, you could have a unique look to you, or a unique, you know, everyone does, but it feels like you're just trying to conform too much, but you're not. You're needing to realize that your non-conformity, or the things that make you different, yeah, persecution, the things that make you different are actually, that's what's meant to like propel you forward. So if you were to get rid of the things that make you different, that actually would hold you back. So recognize the ways that you could be trying to make yourself fit in, but actually you're supposed to allow yourself to shine in a unique way. Okay, so those that get it. Those that don't change who you are, and also stop being so hard on yourself. The only validation that you need is your own. Some of you guys could also be desiring to step into like healing or medicine in some way, and you're being called to continue forward. Maybe you're doubting your own abilities. You feel like you're not good enough for a certain thing that you feel called towards. But if you weren't good enough for something, you wouldn't feel drawn to it. You wouldn't feel like you desire it. So just let go of all of that subconscious programming and all of that like mind clutter that's stopping you from just embracing something in a more lighthearted energy. Yeah, Egypt. Yeah, pay attention also. I feel like there's a past life energy here that needs to be tapped into. I feel like this is a collective reading, so we can't get too deep into that, but tapping into your past lives is definitely going to help you. Maybe some of you guys were like persecuted. You could have been a witch in a past life as well that was burned at the stake. And this can even just be a metaphor or reference to how you feel is you don't want to be like persecuted. You want to be burned at the stake, right? You don't want to be judged by others. But yeah, like that's okay. It's okay to be like misunderstood, I want to say. I'm hearing Jesus only had 3 followers. So it's not about like if you're appealing to the masses and like everyone, I mean, this is more of a personal opinion, but I feel like if everyone likes you and you don't have any sort of people that kind of like dislike you or kind of are maybe like disturbed or offended by you in any way, like if you're not causing people to question things, then you're not being your true self. So just allow yourself to be true to who you are. Oh yeah, I'm hearing this quote, well-behaved women seldom make history. Okay, you need to recognize ways that you're like trying to make yourself small, all these different societal programs, all of this stuff is just holding you back, and it's time for you to break out of these barriers, okay? Alright, what advice, spirit advice for Cancer? Yeah, vacuum away fear and heart chakra. So you guys just need to follow your heart and don't let fear hold you back. The answer that you seek is in your heart right now. Be open to giving and receiving love. I also feel like there's going to be a new level of love entering your life as well. Call upon Archangels Michael and Raphael to lift fear-based energies from you, your surroundings, the situation, and everyone involved. Yeah, listen to your heart. Don't listen to fear. Okay, let's go to Leo. Leo, what does Leo need to hear right now for their highest and greatest good? I'm hearing Shine Bright Like a Diamond by Rihanna. Which is very fitting for Leo, because you guys are attention whores. Kidding. Oh, too many. Alright, we've got the King of Cups, the Star, and the Ten of Cups. Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you guys are very emotionally open. You guys could have been working on releasing emotional blockages, and I feel like that's definitely paying off for you. It feels like there's a lot of happiness for you and a lot of positive connections coming in. So I also see in your home life, maybe there's been disharmony in the home life, and I feel like there's going to be a sense of harmony being restored in regards to that. I also feel like there's a sense of hope being restored as well. So there could be something that maybe you've lost, also like a sense of inspiration about, or you're experiencing creative blockages, I want to say. And due to your emotional due to your sense of like emotional fulfillment that you found within yourself, I feel like there's going to be a releasing of certain creative blockages, so you're going to have more inspiration. I do see you getting praise and recognition in regards to something. I also feel like there's positive connection in your life as well. Either someone that you're meeting soon or a connection that's going to start developing more. I feel like you guys could be traveling, or you could be moving forward. Some of you guys could be wanting to move, or I'm hearing a home. Some of you guys could be wanting to buy a home, and this hope or this dream that you have is coming into fruition a lot faster than you could expect. So recognize that as you work on healing spiritually, working on your emotional body, this is going to allow things to come into fruition for you in terms of like physical things or like earthly matters. So I feel like now is the time to focus more so on your internal world, and everything else that you want to manifest, your desires, the things that you want to bring you comfort and stability are going to manifest in your physical reality as a result of finding that internal peace, that internal comfort, that internal stability. Something that was maybe moving slowly also is going to start moving forward for you. But I feel like whatever is moving slowly, it's perfect. Like, it's perfect timing. It's divine timing. So I need water. Yeah, it's perfect timing, it's divine timing. Something isn't supposed to just like rush in quickly, because if something were to just like rush in quickly, then it would kind of be fleeting in its energy. It's about you kind of slowly building something over time. Consistency. I feel like consistency is key for you guys right now. So recognize that your dedication is going to pay off, okay? Hard work and dedication, those are the most reliable things, honestly, in the world. That is the most reliable thing, is being hardworking, being dedicated towards something, being consistent towards something. Everything else in the world can kind of change, and everything can change, right? Everything is kind of subject to change, like you never know, but what you can completely rely on is your own dedication and commitment to something. If you're consistently putting energy towards something with an intention behind it that is positive, it has no choice but to come into fruition. So continue to do that, continue to embody that energy, and even if you don't see things happening in the physical yet, know that the energy that you're putting out isn't going nowhere. I feel like you guys could be getting out more, feeling uplifted. I feel like you guys could be forming positive friendships, connecting to soul family, connecting to people that you really resonate with at a soul level. Yeah, abundance is definitely coming in for you guys. So continue to keep a positive mindset. Continue to focus on the energies of gratitude. I feel like you guys are also really connecting to someone that you feel like provides a good balance. So there's going to be this connection in your life that I feel like is kind of in a yin and yang energy, meaning that you and this person may not be alike fully, but your differences really complement each other, okay? And I feel like for some of you guys, before this can come in, there may be a need to release a certain connection. You could think that someone's your twin flame, but that person is your twin flame. They're just, it's more so you're in like a chaser energy, and they could be, it's the empath and narcissist paradigm, which is often confused for the twin flame dynamic. So be aware of like consuming certain things that could be kind of forcing you or kind of deluding you to think that a connection that's more so toxic or karmic or really negative for you is somehow divinely guided, because let me cross this out. But yeah, if don't think that true love has to come with like pain. Like there's no way that your true love is gonna emotionally abuse you and run away from you when you try to give them love, but this is the person that you're supposed to be with. So be aware of that, like that um just that like side, I want to say that side of like the internet, that side of like tarot readers, people like, oh, this is your twin flame, this person emotionally abused you and made you feel like trash, but they'll come back. No, obviously every situation is different, but this is telling you that you guys are confusing something toxic for something divine. All right, so I feel like you guys need to free yourself from something as well. Some of you guys have already done this with the King of Cups energy, working on your emotional fulfillment. So you guys need to learn, you guys are needing to learn how to set stricter boundaries as well, and to put yourself first. Recognize where this chaser energy is coming from. What are you looking for outside of yourself? What makes you feel unworthy of full acceptance? What makes you think that you have to prove yourself? Because with the false twin flame dynamic, that is truly an energy of feeling like you have to prove yourself, that you have to prove that you're worthy of love, rather than recognizing that you are love and that you innately deserve respect. So this is definitely stemming from inner child wounds or different things like this. So get to the root of this so that you can attract the things, the soul tribe that is actually trying to come in for you. And if you already have done this, if you already have cut someone out of your life that you had this runner chaser dynamic with, if you already have chosen yourself, if you already have set those boundaries, and this is confirmation of all the things coming towards you as a result of that. Positively cleanse. Your body, mind, and soul are urging you to take time out for some much-needed cleansing. Just as you wash your car, clean the house, or tidy your office, your body also needs care and attention. It's time for some spiritual, emotional, and physical cleansing. All right, and you also stand your ground. Standing your ground is an empowering, confidence-building action to take from time to time. Now is the moment when you need to stand your ground. You know you can do it, and you know that by doing so, you will be the victor. Yeah, so you guys need to stand your ground, work on cleansing your energy. A spiritual bath would definitely be good for you at this time. Don't let people, I want to say don't let people walk all over you. Some of you guys, in order for these, the Ten of Cups energy to come in, you have to let go of the people that are taking you for granted, okay? So let's go to Virgo. Virgo, what does Virgo need to hear right now for their highest and greatest good, love and truth only? You've got the Hierophant, the Four of Pentacles, and the King of Earth, which is Earth energy. Alright, so I'm seeing that now is definitely time for you guys to hold back. I feel like you guys could be needing to maybe like pull back your energy. You guys could be kind of feeling called to like hermit away, right? Yeah, I feel like you guys, if you feel this urge to like go within and kind of like withdraw, I would say like not like negative isolation, but I do feel like right now is a time to kind of pull back your energy. You guys could be kind of looking around you and realizing that a lot of the things or people or situations that you're pouring into are kind of just distractions or holding you back from a real goal. And it is time for you to kind of move back, I want to say. Um, and go into like your own energy more, reconnecting to the self and getting out of a lot of this like busyness, because it's something that's kind of causing you to disconnect um, from your own soul's journey. Okay, I also see there could be a need to budget more or kind of set some sort of like financial plan for yourself, because I feel like there is a sense of security coming in, there is a sense of abundance coming in for you, but you're needing to like plan, save, budget, and things like this so that it doesn't just fall through. So this is definitely an energy of the universe kind of showing you what it's like to have more and kind of seeing how you handle it. And you're being called not to just like blow it all. Like, don't just blow all the abundance that you're manifesting for yourself. Invest, save, put things aside. Show yourself in the universe emitting that frequency that you know how to cultivate your own abundance, or that you know how to put things towards things that will help you in the future, rather than kind of just being more impulsive. And this is also reflected in your relationships and in other areas of your life where you're needing not to just impulsively do things that are going to be kind of detrimental towards your own healing, okay? So it feels like you guys also have been learning a lot of important lessons. Spiritually, I feel like you guys could be meditating more, going within more, and now is the time for you to kind of implement these things into your reality, implement these changes. So there could be a lot of changes happening for you within your mind space and a lot of shifts in your perspective, but you also need to make those changes in your physical reality as well. So you can't just have these deep realizations and these deep epiphanies about what's holding you back, but then continue to feed into the things that you've already realized are holding you back. Um, it's stunting your own growth type of energy. Okay, so there is abundance coming in for you, I feel like, in all areas of your life. I feel like now is definitely time to focus on your career and your success. Bring love into the situation. The energy is gaining momentum. I feel like there's something that you have a lot of love for, or something that you're very passionate about, and the energy towards this is gaining a lot of momentum as well. Your dreams need a practical plan, yeah. That's what I was getting. It's time for you to make some sort of practical plan towards your dream or goal as well. You also could have this vision or this idea that can really, I feel like, be prosperous for you, be successful for you, but it needs to not just be an idea. It needs to be something that you actually create a plan towards as well. So definitely writing things down, scripting, creating a vision board, different things like this, where it's not just a dream or fantasy, but it's actually something that you're making a conscious effort towards in your physical reality as well. Okay, spirit advice for Virgo. Okay, you've got power animal. Your animal spirit guide is a guardian to you and is helping you with this situation. Okay, so you guys could have a power animal. You guys could have the horse could be your symbol right now, your spirit animal right now, which represents freedom or liberation. So I do feel like following through with this energy, being practical towards your dreams, kind of taking a step back and pouring into yourself and focusing on what it is that you love and what it is that you're passionate about, is going to lead you to an energy of freedom and liberation as well. Also pay attention to animals that you come across or that you feel drawn to, and look up the spiritual symbolism and meaning of that, because your guides may like to send you different animals as a spirit animal or as a reminder, okay? All right, let's go to Libra. All right, we're gonna switch decks now. Libra. What does Libra need to hear right now for their highest and greatest good? Okay, you've got the Ten of Wands. Got the Free Man. And Dr. Buzzard. Alright, so you guys, I feel like you're taking on a lot of burdens and a lot of responsibilities that aren't necessarily yours to carry. So be aware of that. Be aware of others putting their burdens onto you or feeling like you have to do things for other people even if it takes away from you. So know that it's okay to like say no sometimes, definitely. I also see that there are some things emotionally burdening you that you could be holding on to as well, that it's time to release. Emotional constraints. Ooh, I'm hearing The Climb by Miley Cyrus. So there is an energy here of you guys definitely entering a space of freedom. But it feels like you're carrying a lot with you. So even if you are in this space where you are more free, where there are less obligations or responsibilities, if you're still emotionally, energetically holding on to things, then you may not even feel that energy, you may not even recognize that. So it's time for you to be present in the moment and recognize what it is that's still holding you down or draining you. Okay, I also feel like you guys could be feeling very overburdened, maybe overworked, maybe like you don't even have any like free time. And it feels like this energy is being released, and some of it is maybe things outside of you. Maybe you need something to shift or change so that you can be more free, and this is the shift that you're manifesting. But some of these burdens, it feels like you're kind of self implementing, or these are things that you could change or shift if you were to allow yourself to do that. It feels like there's also something that you guys want to go towards, but you feel like there's too many obligations or others or things that like you owe to people or different things like this. But recognize if something is holding you back from your inspiration, from your endeavor, from your passion, from what excites you and brings you joy in the world, that's how you know it's time to release it. So there's going to be a lot of revelations for you guys and a lot of clarity for you in regards to what is and isn't serving you. And the biggest indicator of this is going to be based on what is resisting your own expression or your own pursuit of something that is for your highest and greatest good. So as you're pursuing something, I feel like you guys are going down this powerful journey for yourselves. As you're pursuing this, anything that is falling away as a result, you're being called to allow that to fall away, because that's how you know it isn't for you. And also anything that's resisting that, that is also something that you need to consciously release. Yeah, I'm hearing the weight of the world is not on my shoulders. So yeah, you guys could be also maybe, I feel like there could be someone around you that maybe is going through something and you guys feel like it's your job to like heal them. This could even be showing up like, it doesn't have to be one person, it can be showing up in different ways, where maybe you feel like it's your job to like do everything or change everything. You guys could also be very independent people, and so you feel like, I feel like you guys need to allow yourself to accept help and also recognize that codependency is a positive thing as long as it's not negative, right? As long as it doesn't become like something where now you no longer have any sense of independence. I feel like there's a need for like harmony or co-creation, allowing yourself to lean on others. You guys could really feel like you have to do everything on your own and like you don't have a lot of support. Or maybe you feel like when you're always there for others, but when it's your turn, when you need others to be there for you, they're not there. This is also a reflection of connections in your life that are out of balance. I also feel like you could be in a certain workplace where you feel like you're not valued as a human being, like you're just a number, you're just, if you were to call in sick or if you were to say, oh, this is what's going on with me, it wouldn't matter, right? This is what you guys are needing to free yourself from. are all of these things where you're not actually valued and you're not actually appreciated for what it is that you are, what it is that you bring. There could be a fear around freeing yourself from this as well, because it's what you're used to, or maybe because you feel like you don't deserve more. But you need to recognize that as soon as you release this, the energy is then clear and there's space for new things to come in. Alright, spirit advice for Libra. So you have breathe and memories. The breath is the vital bridge between your body and soul. It's the connection between the inside and outside, connecting you to the universe, spirit, and the divine source. The breath permeates your entire being with prana, which is the same life-giving force that nourishes everything in the universe. So definitely breath work is going to be a positive thing for you guys at this time. And you have memories. Your memories are like diamonds in the treasure chest of your spirit. More and more memories are rising within you. Remember the happier moments with your loved ones who are here in the spirit world, for neither time nor distance can stop the energy of love that you have for one another. So you guys could have a passed over loved one that's reaching out to you and they're wanting you to remember them through the positive memories that you guys shared. I also see that you could have certain memories coming up and maybe you're wondering why you're thinking of past things and things like this. And I feel like all these memories are coming up, all these suppressed emotions are coming up to be released. Okay? So we're going to get a Scorpio now. Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to do right now for their highest and greatest good? You've got Miss Robinson, the King of Air. You have the Paw card, the Mother of Air, and the Six of Wands. So I do see some sort of success for you guys in terms of some sort of connection. It feels like you're meeting someone that's on your same level. This could even be like a friendship. This could be platonic. It can also be romantic. But there is some sort of significant union in your life here. Okay, I'm seeing that this is a reflection of an internal balance or an internal harmony that you've found. So I think that you guys have been working on healing your divine masculine and your divine feminine, whichever way that resonates for you. Maybe you were leaning more into one than the other, and I feel like this is a reflection of that balance that you've now found. Yeah, the Four of Baskets. Be aware of being like too closed off or too pessimistic, okay? Because it feels like there is something that is going to be very successful for you coming towards you, but maybe you've had a lot of failures. Maybe in relationships you've had a lot of failures in relationships, and even failures, you have ancestors. Your ancestors are definitely with you at this time. Even failures, don't even consider them failures, because there was something that you were meant to learn from a situation. And even being able to look back at something and regret it as well is just proof that you've grown or evolved past something, okay? So it feels like there's a new opportunity for success coming in. I feel like this could be showing up in your career, definitely, getting some sort of praise and recognition, but this is also showing up romantically. I think it's different for everyone how it's resonating, but you're being called to be open and receptive, okay? Don't block your own blessings because you don't want, it's almost like thinking of all the negative outcomes of a situation, so much so that you don't even allow yourself to pursue it, but you're not realizing that this situation would have been different. And the reason it's different is because now you're balanced in your own energy and you have a level of realization that you didn't have beforehand. So also there's a need for you to let go of like a fear, anxiety, energy, fear of betrayal, fear of disappointment, fear of failure, different things like this. Don't say no and don't hold yourself back from your own blessings. And truly, what this is stemming from, I feel like at a deeper level, is a lack of trust in yourself or a lack of worthiness. There may have been something in the past that you did receive, but you feel like you messed it up, or you feel like you're the reason it fell through, and there's like that regret around it. But if something is meant for you, there is no way that you can mess it up. So there's a need to release some sort of resentment you could even have towards yourself, or some sort of, oh, um like that energy, feeling like something was your fault. Okay, there's no way you can mess up what is for you. And also, stop fearing like the past repeating itself, okay? Be open to new things. Be open to new energy. It feels like there's successful things trying to come towards you, but you're looking the other way, or you're refusing to see it. So you could also be too focused on past disappointments to even see the opportunities that are literally knocking at your door, that are literally here right now for you to receive. So be aware of self-sabotaging behaviors, and also be aware of unworthiness, which is where this is truly stemming from. You may feel like, oh, this isn't, I shouldn't take this, or something like this. And it's like you're in your ego so much that you're not even realizing that it's just because you don't feel like you're actually worthy of it. It can be perceived as a fear of failure, but truly it's a fear of success. Maybe you can't even visualize yourself as a successful person, or you've never just seen yourself in this way, so it's hard for you to even receive or accept that. You could be so attached to this older version of yourself, this version of yourself that's playing smaller, this version of yourself that doesn't feel worthy, that even as there's an opportunity to grow and progress, you're still kind of subconsciously trying to recreate a version of yourself, or a version of your reality where you are being, put down, or where you are kind of showing up as less than you truly are. So don't be afraid to show up boldly, I want to say. This can even be a result of like others' reactions to you showing up boldly as well. Different things like this, okay? Yeah, enemy, journey, cheerfulness. Yeah, I feel like there's an opportunity of celebration, something really beautiful coming in for you guys. So just be receptive, okay? Work right now in this present moment on letting go of the subconscious blockages that could maybe make you non-receptive. Thought, prison. Your thoughts can be a prison. Don't overthink so much to the point of holding yourself back or keeping yourself chained. Recognize ways that, yes, you want to get out of this prison, right? You can consciously tell yourself, I want to get out of this prison, I'm over this, I deserve more. But then when more comes, you continue to focus on what is less, because you don't truly feel worthy of that more that you claim you seek. So this is kind of like the universe asking you, do you truly want more, or do you want to stay in the same place? And it's based on your decision to receive or remain, with your arms crossed or with closed fist. Yeah, I feel like there's also a sense of like a sigh of relief for you guys. Let's get a spirit advice card for Scorpio. Wait, yeah, we're in Scorpio. Spirit advice for Scorpio. Be proud. Yeah, I feel like you guys are needing to allow yourself to be really proud of who you are. I think there could be something here in regards to your self-confidence where maybe you were like shut down at one point, and now it's like you can no longer allow yourself to stand proudly. So there's a need to like revisit that moment, right? Maybe, for example, if you were singing for someone, right, and they were like, oh, your voice is terrible, but actually your voice was amazing, but maybe they weren't able to hear it, or they felt, how powerful your singing voice is, but they kind of wanted to like shoot you down. Different things like that. I feel like you're needing to be aware of that energy, because now it's not allowing you to stand boldly or stand proudly in your expression. It's time to celebrate all that you've achieved, all that you are, and all that you will become. Every once in a while, it's important to stop and acknowledge what you've achieved and to be proud. Yeah, I also feel like there's a need to acknowledge what you've already accomplished as well, and to be very proud of yourself. So don't be afraid to pat yourself on the back. Don't be afraid to congratulate yourself. If you are continuing to grow and evolve, but you never take the time to stop and acknowledge what you've already achieved, and then it can kind of keep you in this loop, or like the healing trap, where you always think there's more to be done, but you're never recognizing what you've already done. All right. Let's go to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, what does Sagittarius need here right now for their highest and greatest good? You got the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Cups. And the Ace of Swords. Alright, so for Sagittarius, there's some sort of wish fulfillment coming in after some sort of harsh ending. You guys could feel like you're at rock bottom. Yeah, I feel like you guys had to let go of a lot. I feel like you guys also had to maybe accept defeat. But what you don't realize is, like, this same defeat, it's actually an ending that leads you to... Yeah, you guys could be in a state of loss, but whatever it is that you recently lost, it feels like it was actually... Notice the two cups in the back. It feels like you guys are breaking through and you're realizing, like, who you really are, your true self. And as a result, you're maybe realizing, like, your own falseness, like your own false self mask, your own protective mask, or things like this, where you're not really being who you are. So some of you guys could feel like this is a loss in a negative sense, and it's like this grieving, this recognition of, wow, everything around me is kind of false because I was being false, because I wasn't living in my truth. And some of you guys, this is kind of showing up like in a sad energy, but I feel like some of you guys, this is showing up as like a liberating energy, like something that is so free, where now it's like, I'm not bound to this. I don't owe this version anything or anything around it. So I feel like you guys are choosing to end a lot of things. You guys are choosing to let things go. And you're choosing to allow yourself to move forward, to harness your own truth. And I feel like you guys are choosing your wish fulfillment. So I feel like you guys could be leaving people out in the cold as well, or like even this Ten of Swords energy, like maybe others could feel like you're betraying them, but you're not betraying anyone. You're just choosing yourself. So yeah, there's a deep realization here, and I feel like it's very positive. It's going to lead you to a lot of wish fulfillment. You're also realizing what you truly want. I feel like there's a new level of confidence, and there's a new level of recognizing what is and isn't for you. And if you have to, you know, let some things go, that's okay. Don't feel guilty, or don't allow anyone to like guilt trip you either. Believe in the impossible. Balance spirituality and practicality. And a personal issue reaches resolution. Yeah, you guys are finding that balance within yourselves. Internal conflicts are reaching resolution as well. And I feel like there's also a hope. There's a sense of restoration in your imagination, or where you were spiritually blocked. I feel like there could have been a third eye blockage. I also feel like there's a certain dream that maybe you guys have had when you were younger, or there's a certain vision that you had for yourself, but over time you kind of lost it, and it's like you're reawakening to this vision, or you're remembering it. And you're really about to be successful here. So continue to find that balance between your spirituality and your practicality as well. I feel like also there's a sense of no longer just being practical, but also allowing yourself to connect to the spiritual realm, and this is a part of what's propelling you forward. Okay, you have fairies. Yeah, I feel like work with healing your inner child. I feel like there's a sense of imagination being restored. You have a strong bond with the fairies, and your life purpose involves helping Mother Nature. Okay, so definitely connecting to nature. Stepping into your life purpose. I feel like stepping into your North Node. Alright, we're on to Capricorn. Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to hear right now for their highest and greatest good? You've got the Son of Baskets, the Daughter of Coins, and the Strength card. So I feel like you guys are feeling very strong, feeling very powerful right now. You guys could be working on like your internal strength. You guys could literally be working on your physical strength as well, like building strength, building muscle. But I feel like you guys are feeling very, very empowered, and this empowered energy is really going to propel you forward. Feels like with the Page of Baskets and the Daughter of Coins, you could be, I don't know, I'm hearing you're young. It feels like you could feel like you're too young for something. I don't know, it feels like you're being underestimated. But recognize whatever situation you're in where you're kind of being underestimated, it's kind of a good thing, because in the end you will come out victorious. So it's okay if people are underestimating you right now, but you could also be underestimating yourself. Maybe you feel like you're not ready for something or something like this. It feels like there's an opportunity for you coming through, and maybe you already are in this energy, or it's manifesting very soon, and you could feel kind of underqualified, but you need to recognize that if you weren't qualified, you wouldn't be in the position that you're in. It feels like I'm seeing someone like running across the finish line. I'm seeing a cheetah. So it feels like you're very, very close to achieving something, and it feels like maybe you're just thinking that you're further behind than you actually are. So continue to remain confident, continue to build that inner strength. I also feel like you guys, I'm hearing vicious, so you guys are also very powerful, very strong, and I think there's something that you're meant to share, something that you're meant to speak, something that you're meant to do that's going to be very transformative for yourself and those around you. So don't doubt your abilities, and also don't underestimate yourself, and if others are underestimating you, allow that energy to be there, because in the end you're going to be victorious. It's not really about proving anyone wrong, but I feel like you're proving yourself wrong, even. The runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. Yeah, be aware of like running from something because you don't think that you are ready for it. So don't listen to your ego, I want to say. Keys on a ring, many options, decision, unconventional. Yeah, there's going to be many different options for you, I want to say. And a lot of things are going to cause self-reflection. I also feel like there could be relationships in your life that are kind of mirroring each other. So recognize that I feel like you guys could be in a certain connection in your life as well, where maybe you're mirroring your partner and they're mirroring you. So be open to learning about yourself through others. I also feel like there's going to be a lot of self-reflection for you because you guys are reaching a new level of success. So it is going to require you to maybe kind of reveal your own internal wounds or your own internal fears or your own ways of maybe you could like, where maybe you could want to run. Also, yeah, the runner, I was getting crossing the finish line, right? Yeah, so you guys are very close to achieving something. Feels like the success is going to like hit you in the face. You may think that something's going to take longer than it actually is. It is safe for you to be powerful and take charge of your life in positive ways. Yeah, recognize it's safe for you to be powerful. I feel like you guys are a powerhouse and you're just recognizing how powerful you truly are. It feels like there's also something that you're manifesting and you think this manifestation is going to take a while, but it's going to come in so quickly that it's really going to force you to recognize how powerful of a manifestor you truly are as well. All right, let's go to Aquarius. Aquarius, what do you need to hear right now for your highest and greatest good? The Emperor. The Wheel of Fortune. So you guys could be seeing 10, 10, 10, completion of a cycle. And the Two of Cups. So I feel like you guys are definitely in divine alignment. I feel like you're following your path, you're following your mission. I also feel like you guys could be working on healing your divine masculine energy, and there's a sense of standing in your power. You guys could be getting into some sort of leadership position. I do see with the Wheel of Fortune that things are definitely turning in your favor. I ride the waves of life. So you guys are definitely being called to go with the flow and recognize yourself as your own authority in your life. So I feel like some of you guys, there could be others, or there could be a sense of not having the freedom that you want in a certain way. Like you could feel that you have to answer to someone or something like this. And so I feel like you guys are really creating a space for yourself where you don't have to answer to anyone or anything. I also feel like there's a lot of divine unions in your life, a lot of people that you're coming in contact with, maybe past life connections as well, being reunited. But I do get a sense that you guys are also coming into union with people that you resonate with at a soul level. And there's an energy as well bringing people together. So allow yourself to be present in the moment, because I feel like some things are going to be divinely guided towards you where maybe you won't even know why. Like you may feel called to a certain place or a certain space, and you're being called to just flow with this energy because there's something about synchronicity or being in the right place at the right time. It feels like certain opportunities are coming in for you because you've set yourself up to be in energetic alignment of for them. I feel like there's a new sense of stability or structure coming in for you, and it feels like you're taking back control in your life. You could be seeing 444 as well. You're taking back the power in your life. You're recognizing your ability to co-create with the universe, and you could be tapping more into your spirituality or your own manifestation abilities. You have soulmates. Yeah, literally soulmates falls out on top of the Two of Cups. So definitely soulmate energy entering your life. So things that really resonate with you, things that are really gonna allow you to tap into your heart chakra, things that resonate with you at a soul level. I feel like there's a higher heart chakra activation happening for you guys as well. So there's new levels of love that you're tapping into, even just the frequency of love you're connecting to. You have not today, not dealing hurt, avoiding a conversation, call, person, boundaries, angry. Yeah, continue to hold your boundaries. Anything that you've released recently that wasn't your highest and greatest good, I feel like you guys are manifesting a sense of peace or your own internal paradise, your own oasis. Yeah, you've had clarity on what has been draining you in your life. You've had clarity on what wasn't serving your highest and greatest good, and your ability to release and let go is exactly what's bringing the soulmate energy towards you. So let's get a spirit advice card. And then you receive. You are a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others, but now it's time for you to learn how to graciously receive. Just as with the ebb and flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is a natural law and order of the universe. Yeah, so I feel like there's a lot of gifts coming in for you guys, and recognize that you're more than worthy of receiving. I feel like you guys give a lot, so allow yourself to receive as well. Alright, so now we're on to the last sign, Pisces. Last but not least, Pisces, what do you need to hear right now for your highest and greatest good? Alright, you have the Aunt Caroline, the Three of Sticks, and the Three of Knives. So I feel like you guys are really healing from heartbreak and disappointment, and you're allowing yourself to expand and evolve. You guys could definitely be traveling. I do feel like as well, Pisces, you guys are the mystic, so it feels like there is something in regards to you bridging the gap between the spiritual realm and the physical realm. I think that there's an energy here of needing to connect more. I think you need to meditate more. I think you need to also slow down, because there could be some signs and synchronicities, some messages from your spirit guides that you're not necessarily seeing. It does feel like there's healing happening for you within your heart space as well, and also within your crown chakra and with your third eye chakra. There is a lot of activations, so I would say now is the time to definitely stay grounded. With a lot of the downloads that you're getting and a lot of the intuitive wisdom that you're getting, a lot of the spiritual insight, make sure that you are connecting to earth, remaining grounded, so that this isn't something that kind of causes an imbalance for you. I do feel like wherever there was heartbreak or disappointment, there's going to be a sense of healing. So whatever it is that you had to release, or whatever it is that kind of caused a disappointment for you, it's going to be replaced with more love. So recognize that. I feel like I'm hearing tenfold. So everything that you've everything that you've had to let go of, or everything that kind of fell away, it's going to be replaced tenfold. And I do see that travel or expansion is a positive energy for you right now. So don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone, because your comfort zone is exactly where growth, or getting out of your comfort zone is exactly where growth is going to happen. Yeah, frivolity. So I feel like you guys are the butterfly. Maybe you were in your caterpillar phase, your cocoon phase, and now you guys are coming out as a butterfly, and it feels like you guys are really going to be able to fly and soar over any obstacles or challenges. So it may seem like there's certain physical blockages or certain physical challenges in the way for you right now. Yeah, you guys have the gift card, but there is an opportunity for you, or there is something that's going to bring you out of. So I feel like you guys are naturally transcending every obstacle, because I'm seeing like every obstacle in your way and naturally is pushed out of the way. And this is the more in tune you become with your highest self, the more in tune you become with your own spirituality or with your own sense of self, these blockages are naturally going to move out of the way. So it may seem like there's certain things in the way, maybe towards your travel or maybe towards your expansion in your life, but recognize the more that you go within, those blockages are naturally going to be released. And these blockages are a manifestation of certain things within yourself, certain ways that you're holding yourself back. So it feels like there's a gift happening for you, or there's a gift wanting to come in for you, but the way to receive this gift is that you have to step out of your own comfort zone. You have to be willing to be uncomfortable in order to receive, okay? Let's get you a spirit advice card. You have integrity. Align your actions so that they match your values and inner knowingness of what's right for you. Yeah, it feels like you guys, you want something, right? There's something that you desire, and I feel like it's something big. It's something that's going to lead to a lot of expansion for you. But you have to ask yourself, does this align with my values and morals? And if it doesn't, be willing to let it go, because there could be like energetic fragmentation happening if you're kind of toggling between, or if you're kind of indecisive. So be sure about what you want and be willing to release anything that isn't aligned with that path, okay? So yeah, that's what I'm getting for everyone. Gonna look at the comments. Spot on. Much love. Alright guys, I'm gonna comment the timestamps later, and I love you guys so much. Namaste.